What's up, Giga Gamers? Welcome to the patch notes 13.5 TFT. There are some huge changes coming in, including sweeping quality of life changes into the way that your bubbles and your augments are going to work. And we've got two new compositions for you, so let's check it out. Here's the patch highlights. Big system changes. All right, the hero augment distribution is now going to be tailored. If you have 1, 2, or 3 traits active at the time that your hero augments show up, you're going to get 1, 2, or 3 tailored augments. So make sure that you're spiking your team at 3-1 and 4-2 if you're getting ready for an augment to prepare for that. You're also going to see much more normalized flow. You used to have some games where you get your gold early or you get your gold late. Or if you get your gold early, you got it on stage 1-3 and you couldn't really plan for anything. So all of that is being adjusted and it's going to be much easier to build your teams and everyone's going to have a much more normalized experience. That's a big change for pro play where a lot of players were complaining about the RNG dictating too much about the game. That's going to be a huge difference. The large changes, the big traits, Brawler, Vertical is getting a big buff. This is a buff to Riven in particular. So Riven can be a better carry unit if you go into 8 Brawlers. Underground heists are changing from being worse at early levels 1, 2, and 3, but being greater at levels 4, 5, 6, and 7. What we like to do if you're going to go for Underground, I don't think you transform out of this. Most income strats, you use them and then you get your gold and then you go. But with undergrounds, there's really not that much time to do it. So you should pair with Laser Core or with Ox Force, aiming for Yasuo or Fiora. As you'll see below, they both got buffed and they're both strong units. If you can natural your 2-star units and you can compete in stage 3, then it's okay to go into a transition. But you should be looking to make a 4 underground, go into 5 underground with 2 units from Ox Force or Laser Core to even things out and give yourself a nice flow going into the mid game. In Tier 1, Ashe gets a bonus, all right? So this is going to help the Ezreal Ashe openers. Blitzcrank is getting a massive buff, all right? His mana and AD are being increased. Fiora getting 2 buffs. Vi getting a small nerf. Yasuo getting a little bit of a mana buff to cast a spell more often. Nilah, our favorite unit, she's getting gutted. So no more supers going into Nilah. That was our favorite composition, with supers plus Nilah with Yuumi, Riven, and Rel. I think that composition's going to die with this change to Nilah. So instead, we're going to go supers into Aurelion Soul. Use Yuumi as an item holder. When you get to level 7, boom, stay there, gut it out. Aim for that A Soul 2. Go for Rammus and Cho 3 as well as your supers. And then you can take your Yuumi and just swap it out for the soul as soon as you get it. Best items are going to be Static Shiv, Spear of Shojin, and Jeweled Gauntlet. In Tier 5, big changes to Tier 5 units. Janna being moved a little bit away from damage, a little bit more to, away from CC and into damage. The big change is going to be her wind trait is going to grant a lot less power, so way less finishers that go Janna Aphelios. Syndra getting massive buffs, and she's the big winner of this. Vertical Star Guardian is the way to go with Syndra. If you get 7 or even 9 Star Guardians, you don't even need Spear of Shojin. You just want to keep her alive with something like Edge of Night. Make sure that she's hard to kill because she will carry the game from that point on. Speaking of carrying, Urgott getting massive nerfs, all right? Big changes to Urgott. He's losing 5 AD and a big mana nerf, meaning he's going to cast less often. There might even be fights where he doesn't cast at all. Archangels is getting a nice bonus to its mana. Quicksilver is getting 3 seconds added to the duration. Make sure that you use this in your Recon compositions and in your Jewel compositions, right? Jeweled Gauntlet, or when you get Jeweled Lotus. The extra crit chance from Quicksilver, a very good aggressive item on your carries. A couple other items are changing, largely based on the Radiance, all the Radiance. These usually have to be picked and selected based on what your favorite is for your comp, so choose accordingly. Hero augments, some big changes. Camille Carey is going down by 100%. That's a big deal for her adaptive defenses. Draven losing 10% bonus attack damage. Soraka getting a nice little buff. The big change right here, Zack's Elastic Slingshot is stunning now for 4 seconds, so make sure to pick him up if you see this augment. And Nunu getting a slight nerf. For the augments, not just the hero augments, but AFK is getting a slight nerf. It's still one of the best, and you should probably take it. Make sure that you see it, hide it, move your units around, put your best unit on the left side of your bench so that it's ready to go in on stage 2-3. And then prepare your team. Then you go AFK, and you just get a massive surplus of gold to help you play for level 8. Your passive stats, built different, Cybernetic Shell, Electrocharge, Luden's Echo, all getting buffed. Golden Egg getting a little bit worse. And all of these crowns where you got a completed item are now getting just a component. This is a massive change. Stay away from these augments. Choose carefully, hunt, reroll if you need to, but don't just snap take them just because they come with a free extra item. For the user interface, we're getting the team planner. Mobile has been a great part of team planner where you can map your team, and then as you play the game, you can always reference. So especially if you're in low to intermediate levels, this is a great way to kind of check your team and say, all right, how am I progressing to these different stages? It can be used. I recommend it not for the end game, but recommend it for your transitions. Put it in like, what kind of transitions could I build into if I have a certain comp in mind? Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It helps the channel out a lot. I'll catch you guys next time. Keep it surreal. Peace.